Welcome to Texas High School Football Playoffs by Texarkana Game Day. We are in the fourth round of the playoffs. Tonight we are in Marshall's Maverick Stadium, where the number one team in the state, the Carthage Bulldogs, will bring their perfect season of 13-0 to face the number 5 ranked team in the state, the 11-2 Pleasant Grove Hawks out of Texarkana, Texas. And for those that follow Texas high school football, they say that this game will decide this year's 4A Division II state championship team. Do want to bring on one person that I want to thank, and that is Quinn Stanfield. He not only does the play-by-play, but he is a big advocate for the program and student athletes of Pleasant Grove. Quinn, it's always a pleasure being next to you. How are things for you this evening?
All things are good. It's a lot hotter out here than we thought it would be tonight. You had a lot of bad weather back home today and traveled in that to get here. Now the skies are pretty clear, but, man, it's humid and a little bit uncomfortable. But we're still looking for a good night of football.
Yeah, I was coming up here, and it's about 69 degrees, and I don't think it's going to vary much colder than that throughout the game, with a little 7 to 8% chance of rain. Earlier in the day, I saw that it could have gust up to 10 miles an hour, and I would definitely take that because it is a little muggy. But Maverick Stadium is only about 30 miles north of Carthage, so they headed north today on 59, and Pleasant Grove traveled on 59 as well, but about 30 miles or 50 miles further, about 80 miles from Maverick Stadium. And we expect for both sides to be cram-packed tonight. Got the Carthage Bulldogs entering in on the field, where Pleasant Grove has already taken the field, so we expect the coin toss to take place just minutes from now. Quinn, what are your expectations of tonight's game?
Well, it's been the talk of the town. Looking forward to this game. The Hawks have had this date marked on their calendar since the beginning of the season, hoping that they would arrive here, but knowing that it's a big task, it's a big mountain to climb, but looking forward to the challenge. Hawks will have to have a perfect game tonight, no penalties, no mistakes, and they'll need some breaks. They'll need the Bulldogs to make some mistakes to help them out along the way.
Well, we're going to join in on recognizing our national anthem. With the playoffs, Carthage has scored 131 points and have allowed 44 points, where the Pleasant Grove Hawks have scored 140 points and allowed 48 points. And I bring this up because Pleasant Grove has scored 11 more points than Carthage, but they have allowed 4 more points than Carthage in these playoff games. I just think this is going to be a great game.
Yeah, the biggest part of those points for Pleasant Grove came after the game with Gilmer and after the Grove changed their offense. The big question mark is, what will that offense be able to do against the Bulldogs? Because it really hasn't been tested yet. The best team that the Hawks have played up to this point definitely was Gilmer. They shut us down in the wing T. But since then, competition hasn't been quite as stiff. And so hopefully the Hawks have gained a lot of confidence. We just haven't been tested yet. We'll learn a lot tonight.
It looks like the captains for Carthage are going to be Samad Williams, Vincent Cabada, Braylon Sublett, and I did not catch, I guess that is going to be quarterback Connor Cuff. For Pleasant Grove, that would be Akari Johnson, Corbin Franklin, Matthew Thomas, and Vic Shaw.
One of the things I enjoy about when these two teams play each other, there's a great deal of respect between the two programs and the two coaches. When Josh Gibson came to PG back in 2014, I mean, he said with no shame, said out loud, I want to build what Scott Surratt has built. And I know he's made some phone calls and they've had some conversations. And so this is it's going to be a big competition, but there's a lot of good respect between these programs.
Yeah, Coach Surratt comes into his 16th season with Carthage with a 203-29 record, and Coach Gibson comes into his 9th season with 91 wins and 32 losses. Definitely two of the best coaches in the state of Texas.
The teams are on the field lining up for the kickoff. It'll be kicked off by the Carthage Bulldogs. They'll be going from our right to our left across the screen. The kicker for the Bulldogs, number 47, Omar Madrano. In just a second, we'll be underway. Kickoff goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback to come back out, and the Hawks will begin this possession at the 20-yard line. 25-yard line.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove is basically in their 4th week of a new offense that they have brought to town, and so that is going to be a positive because that's only going to give Carthage about 4 weeks of game film to be able to scheme against them. So it'll be interesting how Pleasant Grove comes out and starts this game.
So the Hawks come out with 2 wide receivers, top of the formation. Number 2, Akari Johnson at quarterback in the shotgun. He takes the first snap, tries to run up the right side just a little bit, gains a couple of yards, about 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, ran into the wall of Carthage players there for a short gain.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe call for the Hawks to get started. Just kind of make a test and see what's going to go on.
Yeah, it looks like that was Colt Hodges with the stop there.
R.J. Collins, the lone receiver at the top of the formation. Snap is bobbled. Akari Johnson picks it up, but he's met at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a 2-yard, maybe a 1-yard loss for the Hawks. Not the way they want to get this started.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove is definitely going to have to reduce and almost eliminate mistakes in order to remain competitive with this Carthage Bulldog team.
Looked like 2 things happened there. One, the snap was a little bit low, but looked like Akari might have tried to run before he actually even had the ball and then had to come back to it as it got low on the ground. 3rd down and long for the Grove.
They would probably expect to see Akari to put this ball in the air, but it looks like Coach Gibson does want to take a few more seconds to think this through with the timeout. And we're going to take a Texas A&M Texarkana timeout. We'll be back shortly.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For scheduled information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
Well, we're back as both teams begin to work their way back to the field.
You know, the Hawks had to burn a timeout right there. You hate to use one this early in the game, but a bigger problem would be to have a mistake on a play and have something bad happen down here on our end of the field. So you'd rather sacrifice a timeout than score.
It looks like Lance Jackson and Victor Shaw on the same side.
It's a fake toss from Akari Johnson. Just a safe play to take the ball up to the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down. The Hawks will punt from here.
Yeah, good stop by Carthage there. Just number 1 plugged up the hole for Carthage and Deontay Mary and forcing this 4th down. Punt by Pleasant Grove.
I think Coach Gibson was playing the odds right there. Rather than risk something, he's just willing to be safe, get a little bit. And then Cade Martin has been a game changer for the Hawks all year as a punter. Does a good job of flipping the field. Fair catch is called for and made at the 34-yard line. That was number 12 for the Bulldogs, Cale Preston. And the Bulldogs will take over.
Well, while we have a change of the field here, I do want to give a shout-out to a Hawk fan out of Shadyside, Ohio. I don't think he's missed a single game that we've been able to stream so far. And just want to give Rick Kimball a quick shout-out before Carthage starts their first drive.
So Connor Cuff is in the shotgun for the Bulldogs. Next to him is Lorendian Dowden as running back. Cuff throws it out to Dowden. The ball is bobbled, but then he catches it and gets around the corner. Brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Good recovery there by Dowden.
Yeah, it looks like the Pleasant Grove secondary is going to have to step up and make some tackles tonight. And that's one thing that we need this defensive line to start getting some pressure, allow these linebackers to get those tackles.
Player to keep your eye on all night is going to be number 5, Noah Patty. Noah had 3 touchdowns last week against Gilmer, and he is a fantastic athlete.
Well, I was reading a little bit this week, and he and the quarterback just have a special bond because they've been playing together so long.
Cuff handed off to Dowden up the middle, and he is going to have the first down for the Bulldogs.
It looks like Jalen Borley was there to begin making that stop and then joined in by a couple of more Hawks, but not before that first down marker is going to be moved.
So Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 8 minutes, 47 seconds. The clock is running. Cuff drops back into the shotgun. 2 receivers low. Kadarius Matlock shifted over to his right. Cuff's looking to throw. Throws the out route. Catch is made at the 44-yard line on the other side.
Yeah, Braden Manning makes a good cut to the outside and makes sure that he gets at least 1 foot down before going out of bounds. Removes those chains. Quinn, looks like we still have a lot of cars still trying to make their way into the stadium.
Yeah, we're looking at the Pleasant Grove side and then don't have as much of the crowd as we would like, but there's still a long line coming in. Man goes in motion. Cuff hands it off to Dowden. There's nowhere to go in the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Taking down maybe a yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Jalen Borley staying home there and making that stop, wrapping him up at the ankles. Keep that to a very short gain. Yeah, I think it's going to be important tonight for Pleasant Grove to put Carthage in these 3rd and long situations. I do not think that Carthage is going to have many times that they're going to want to punt. I expect them to sort of go for it a lot if they do have some 4th down opportunities.
Cuff sends a man in motion, takes the ball from the shotgun, looking to throw the slant. Nothing there, and the ball falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, quick pass. Looks like Torian Phillips was out there with pretty good coverage.
Yeah, honestly, for me, Jay, I was expecting the Bulldogs to go a little more tempo and go fast. I'm surprised they're taking as long between plays as they are, but glad for it.
Well, with their speed of their receivers, I expected them to go over the top a couple of times early, but this game is still young.
So 3rd down and 9 for Carthage. Cuff throws out in the flat. He's got his man. He's got a first down. It's taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I believe that was Kadarius Matlock.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there to basically run down the tightrope and did that for about 4 yards, and that enabled him to get enough yardage for that first down.
Hawks really haven't brought much pressure so far. I'm sure that'll change at some point, looking for the right opportunity.
Yeah, both Caleb Hackelman and Victor Shaw playing on the inside for Pleasant Grove on the line.
Cuff gives it to Dowden. He breaks out to the right. And Dowden's going to take it to the house. That's a Bulldog touchdown.
Yeah, Dowden took a good cut to the outside and kept that wide to be able to get around the Pleasant Grove Hawk defense, who may have had their eyes too far inside for the first score of the game.
Yeah, once he broke outside, once he got the edge, he kicked it into a whole different gear.
Yeah, an interesting and scary stat that I did see this year is that Carthage has yet to trail in any football game this year.
So Medrano's point after is good. There's 7 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs take a 7-0 lead over the Hawks.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after this commercial.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Well, Pleasant Grove back deep to take this kickoff.
Medrano's kickoff is taken in the end zone, and R.J. Collins decides to bring it out just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he was just wanting to try to make a little magic happen. You know, one of the things that you and I talked about before we got on air is, you know, the defense definitely wants to make Carthage work a little harder for those scores. But the question is Pleasant Grove going to be able to answer?
Yeah, this first score is you don't want it to happen, but it's not devastating if you can come back and answer, and don't panic. Kind of felt like in the Hawks' first possession there were some nerves and jitters. Hopefully that'll settle down in this one. Kari Johnson's rolling to his left, thinking about throwing, but tucks it to run, and he's got a first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, on that outside, Caden McFadden did a great job blocking to allow Kari to hit that outside.
But so far, we've seen 4 offensive plays from the Hawks, and all 4 of them have been a run by Akari.
Yeah, with Bordley's size, I think that would be a good thing to see a little bit tonight as well.
Johnson rolling right, looking to throw. He's got R.J. Collins is complete. That's a gain of, well, I thought he got a bad spot there. He's going to get about 3 out of that. Second down.
Yeah, positive plays are definitely good with the series. Vincent Cabada there to make that stop. Jackson Gibson bringing the play in.
Torian Phillips goes top of the formation. Jackson Gibson at the bottom. 2 single wideouts. RJ keeps it, Akari keeps it again. Only got about one that time. It's going to make it third down for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, another short game. Looks like Clayton Ingram was the first Bulldog to make contact there. Keep that to a 3rd and 6 play for the Hawks.
I feel like so far, for all we know about the Hawks running a new offense, we're playing pretty safe right now. Carr had nobody to throw to. Nothing was there, so threw it away. Good decision. Just not the result you'd like to see. It's going to be a 4th down, and Cade Martin will come on to punt again.
Yeah, Carthage had good coverage on the receivers for Pleasant Grove and just did not give Akari anyone to throw to. Brett Spivey actually had the go route and just was not able to pull away from his coverage back.
Cade's got a high punt. Fair catch is called for. It's made about the 23-yard line or so. I believe that was Cale Preston. Is that 12 or 13?
I think that's going to be 13.
Montrell Hatton.
Yeah, it looks like both of those punts that Pleasant Grove made, Carthage was basically had a planned fair catch on those. None of their linemen started going back towards the back man, so that may be their MO for the evening, is just go ahead and take it where the ball lands.
Cuff gives to Dowden. He found some room, but got a solo tackle made over on that right side of the Bulldog line.
Yeah, Torian Phillips steps up and makes that tackle.
If Dowden shakes that one, he's probably going all the way. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. 5 minutes and 4 seconds in the first quarter. Clock is running.
Yeah, Dowden has almost 1,000 yards this year, sitting right at 959 coming into this game with 17 TDs, so he definitely is a workhorse for Carthage.
Dowden goes in motion. Cuff looking to throw. Got his receiver in the middle of the field, but a good play by number 9 for the Hawks. That's Xavier Johnson breaking it up.
Yeah, Xavier coming in and basically just punching that in from behind. Well-placed ball.
I thought for just a second the Hawks might have a shot at getting that ball.
Yeah, he definitely had plenty of Hawk jerseys and arms up when the ball was in flight, but
so it's 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Last time we saw this, they ran that little swing route or wheel route to Dowden over here on the left side, put him out in the flat and gave him space.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove safeties definitely respecting the deep ball. Looks like we are going to have a timeout for Carthage, and we will also take a quick commercial break.
Timeout on the field. Carthage, their first.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
We're back from the timeout. There's 4 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Carthage has a 3rd down and 6 right now at the 27, 28-yard line. Hawk defense really needs to make a stop right here. Trip receivers on the bottom of the formation. Single receiver at the top. Looking to throw out in that flat again. Same play as last time. Same result as last time. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove taking a couple Hawks to have to bring him down, but Jalen Foster, part of that.
That was Noah Patty on that reception. We talked about him earlier. He had 3 scores last week against Gilmer, and he's got wheels. Boy, if he gets in open space, you're going to see a guy that can run.
Yeah, Cuff was quoted saying, "Our connection is pretty special. We trust each other a lot." So expect Patty to have plenty of opportunities to catch the ball tonight.
A little toss, a little shuffle play to Dowden. He's around the right side and a lot of room. Caden McFadden's able to take him at the 30-yard line and push him out of bounds. So the Bulldogs pound in the middle, and then they took one outside around their edge.
And I think that was actually number 23 that had that carry, Kelvin Edwards.
Good power run up the middle that time. I didn't make the number.
Yeah, that was Dowden, and he is just, a big back. Enough yardage for another first down for Carthage. Yeah, Dowden tips the scales at almost 190 pounds coming out of that backfield.
Bulldogs have it at the 18-yard line. First down. Cuff looking to throw. He throws the fade over in the corner. The catch is made, but it's out of bounds. It's a great throw and a great catch by both of those young men, just out of bounds.
Yeah, Torian Phillips definitely using that sideline as an extra Pleasant Grove player there, forcing the Carthage receiver into catching the ball and landing out of bounds.
So second down and 10, 2:55 left in the first quarter. Man in motion. Handoff to Dowden. He slipped and fell. It's going to be a gain of about 4.
Yeah, you would expect with the rain that we've had that turf is going to be a little slick tonight.
Looks like officially they marked it about 3 yards, so third down for the Bulldogs. It's the same formation. They ran that swing route. There it is again. We got a Hawk there ready to make the play. This time that's Noah Patty with the catch. I believe is that number 28 for the Hawks?
Yeah, Ty Boozer just goes ahead and comes through his player to make that stop. And interesting note here, if we do have this field goal attempt, Omar did miss the last 2 field goal attempts in the previous game, so he's not money.
That's a big play by Ty Boozer. They've done that to us 2 or 3 times now on that third down play, read the formation and made the play. Good job. Madrano's kick is good, so that's a field goal for the Bulldogs, but the Hawks will take it. That's a good stand for them. So 1:27 left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs have a 10-0 lead. Welcome back to regional finals football between the Carthage Bulldogs and the Pleasant Grove Hawks. This kickoff goes inside the 5-yard line. R.J. Collins takes the kickoff, brings it out to the 21-yard line. The Hawks will begin, or 22-yard line. The Hawks will begin this third possession. Minute 22 left in the first quarter.
Well, as a Pleasant Grove fan, 10 points is all that I want to spot Carthage. And so hopefully we'll be able to see. Actually, it looks like we had offsides on the kickoff. So we're going to have a re-kick.
If you're a Hawk fan, you're happy with the stop. You'll take giving up a field goal, but now on the offensive side, you've got to find a way to respond.
Yeah, Carthage defense has definitely been stout all year long. I think they're allowing just over 10 points a game against other teams. So it's definitely going to be tough to score against them, but you've got to do that to win.
Madrano's kick went out of bounds. That should be another penalty, right?
Yeah, looking for a determination whether Pleasant Grove wants to take the ball or have them re-kick. Looks like Pleasant Grove is willing to accept the penalty and take the ball without a re-kick.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
So a minute 22 left in the first quarter. The Hawks have the ball at the 35-yard line to begin this possession.
Got Brett Spivey and R.J. Collins top of the screen. Vic Shaw tied in at the bottom.
Johnson rolling left, looking to throw. Nothing available, but he got a block. Gets down to about the 38 before he's brought down. If he could have slipped that one tackle, he had a little bit of space.
Yeah, I believe that was number 1, Deontay Mary, that was just able to get him tripped up to keep that to a short gain.
So second down and about 7 for the Grove. Johnson rolling right this time, looking to throw. He's got Victor Shaw open.
It just did not have enough air under that. Just out of the, not sure I could say reach of Victor Shaw, but just over his head.
Yeah, Victor had a step or two on the guy that was covering him. I'm not real sure if Victor even saw the ball because he didn't reach out for it at all. So I wonder if he saw it.
Yeah, a little more air under that one was giving Victor a little bit more time to hone in on where the ball was.
Third down and 7. Johnson fakes the handoff. He goes deep again. Got nobody there this time. Overthrew everybody.
Yeah, not sure who his intended receiver was, but it looked like Torian Phillips did cut his route off a little short and go to the outside.
So that'll bring Caden Martin on to punt for the third time in this game. Fair catch is called for. It's made at the 26-yard line, and the Bulldogs will take possession again with 27 seconds left in what feels like a long first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a relatively clean quarter. Both teams really aren't committing penalties. But Pleasant Grove just has not found the answer to be able to move the ball down the field offensively. If I recall, I think they're limited to only 1 first down so far.
Cuff under center this time. Fakes the give to Dowden, looking to go deep. He's got a receiver wide open. Torian Phillips is there as well.
Looks like the ball did hit the ground on the way down by the Carthage receiver, who is definitely a little disappointed in himself, and I think that is Samad Williams. Is that number 2?
It's either 2 or 5.
Maybe. Yeah, that's Noah Patty, so good coverage on the Hawks, just receiver not able to hang on to the ball.
2nd down and 10. Hawks look a little confused on defense, moving all over. Dowden comes through the line. He's full speed on the first step. Really good running back.
Yeah, Xavier Johnson there for this stop. For Pleasant Grove to have some success tonight, we're definitely going to have to quit calling defensive backs on tackles.
And that's the end of the first quarter, where the Bulldogs have a 10-0 lead over the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Well, as Texarkana Game Day's reach continues to grow, we could not do this without the support of our sponsors, and that first quarter was sponsored by State Bank, and this second quarter is being sponsored by Texarkana Emergency Center and a hospital.
Cuff hands off to Dowden. Dowden's trying to get around the left side. Nowhere to go this time as the Hawks meet him at the line.
Kate McFadden was the first Hawk to be able to make contact and was joined by a few other Hawks to keep that to a short gain.
Something to note for the Hawk defense tonight, Corbin Franklin is sitting out. He got injured in last week's game, and all week they thought he was going to play, but I haven't seen him on the field this evening.
Yeah, team leading in tackles, that's definitely a tough miss for Pleasant Grove to have.
And the fastest man on the team. Cuff fakes the throw in the flat, wanting to go deep. Good coverage there on Braden Manning was the receiver intended.
Yeah, that's the first time that they have thrown against Akari, and he had excellent coverage on the Carthage receiver.
So once again, we come to a 3rd and about 8. We've seen the same play on this in this situation 3 times in a row. The Hawks have only stopped it once. Let's see what happens here. Got a different running back in the backfield now, 21, Kadarius Matlock.
Looks like we do have a timeout by Carthage, their second timeout for the half, and we will take a quick commercial break. Texas A&M Texarkana, timeout.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For schedule information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com. Texas.
Welcome back to playoff football. We're 11 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half. Carthage has the ball at the 38-yard line. It's third down and about 8 yards. They called a timeout, so we're waiting on action to begin again.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove defense needs a big stop here and then somehow find some sort of catalyst for the offensive side and to be able to get into the end zone.
So Cuff and shotgun. He's got Matlock in the backfield with him. Two receivers low, one up at the top. Matlock shifts sides. Throwing the out route over to the right side. It's going to be maybe a yard short. I would imagine the Bulldogs would go for this at 4th and 1. That was Patty on the reception.
It looks like Carthage is bringing in some different personnel.
If I'm Carthage in this 4th and 1, I'm just giving the ball to number 22. It's a no-brainer in my mind. And that's what they do, so it's a first down, Carthage.
Yeah, his initial speed is just impressive from the press box. He gets to the line of scrimmage as quick as any back as I've seen this year.
Pulls his way for a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove defense just seems a little unsure a lot of the plays.
Cuff hit Patty over in the right flat, and he shows you his speed that what should have been just maybe a yard or two gain, he picks up 10 or 12 out of it with little effort.
Yeah, once again, a Pleasant Grove defensive back making that stop. Xavier Johnson knocking the helmet off of the Carthage running back. But not after he had plenty of yardage to move the chains. So we have first down and 10, Carthage on the Pleasant Grove side of the field. The Pleasant Grove defense needing a momentum-changing play.
Give to Dowden. He's got room on the right side. Caden McFadden meets him head on. Dowden keeps right on going, gets down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, saw the ball pop out just a second and was able to get the ball back into his arms, but Caden McFadden comes up for the stop. Yeah, Buck Anderson and Logan Holt just seem to be getting caught on the inside on those outside runs.
Cuff under center. Looked like a little fullback flinch there, but nothing got called. So it's Dowden up the right side again. Positive yards of about 5, maybe 6. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, Victor Shaw coming in and making that play and wants to talk about it a little bit more as he heads back to the Pleasant Grove huddle.
8:39 left in the first half. Clock still running. Cuff looking to throw. Corner route. Great catch made over on the left side. That's a Bulldog touchdown. Yeah. Beautiful catch. Beautiful ball.
Torian Phillips there on the coverage, but just could not get that head turned around to recognize where the ball was, and just an easy pitch and catch, quarterback to receiver.
Madrano's point after is good, but there was a flag on the play. Offsides was called against Pleasant Grove, so that will be declined, and the point after will be good. With 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half, the Bulldogs have a 17-0 lead over the Hawks.
Here at Texarkana College, it is our mission to advance.
All right, let's get real. We do things differently at Texarkana College. We understand the real world and we know how to prepare our students. Whether you're starting right out of high school or starting over, there is something for everyone at Texarkana College. Learn more at texarkanacollege.edu.
We are back where Pleasant Grove once again will be accepting a kickoff where they trail 17-0 with 8:11 remaining in this first half.
So Madrano lines up to kick it off once again. Two Hawks deep to receive. 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. Madrano's got a great leg on the kickoff. That one went halfway back in the end zone. Really good job.
Yeah, Coach Gibson was quoted earlier this week that they're going to have to play extremely fast and physical, play confident and not cautious. And cautious is just one of the things that I'm sensing from the press box. It'd just be interesting to see how Pleasant Grove is going to end this first half. Put some points on the board, gain some confidence.
Got to find something positive right now. Just something that you can build on. You'd like that to be a score. Johnson breaks it up the right side. He got a first down. The ball came loose, but officials are saying that he was down.
Yeah, the referee came across real quick to make that call that the ball was down.
Number 7, Kedrick Harper. He definitely does not agree.
Yeah, Kedrick Harper was one of the turnover specialists last week against Gilmer, able to come up with a big interception as Gilmer was driving in for a score that would have tied the game, I believe. Spivey at the bottom of the screen.
Johnson hands it off, but there was a flag on the play. The officials already motioning as false start against the Hawks. That's definitely what the Hawks can't do. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. Johnson hands it off up the right side. Got back about 4 of the 5 yards that were lost as a result of the penalty, so it's going to bring up second down and about 11.
Yeah, it looks like number 54 was there, James Morrow, to be able to make that stop. A big boy who is only a sophomore for Carthage.
Second and 11, 6:52 left in the first half. Akari Johnson up the left side, kind of stumbling forward, but going positive all the way. Gets down to the 48-yard line, about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, Deontay Mary coming up to make that stop, and Jakarian Rockmore there to put a little emphasis on that stop. Pleasant Grove has their shortest third down opportunity that they've had tonight.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 1. You got to think if by any chance they don't make it on this play, you got to try to go for it on 4th down. This is a 2-down situation. You got to find something positive in this end of the first half. I'm not real sure what happened right there. Johnson gave it to Boardley, but it looked like we ran right to the tacklers.
Yeah, Braylon Allison was able to get in there quick. Looks like that right side of the Pleasant Grove Hawks offense just had basically an open gate for them to get into the backfield.
It wasn't as bad as what it looked. They marked him on forward progress, and so it's 4th down and 1. The Hawks are going to go for it. But the Hawks' biggest play of the game so far. Johnson rolling right, looking to throw, dumps it over. And it's going to be intercepted. Looked like Akari had a lot of room to the right if he wanted to run it, and just decided to throw it that time.
Yeah, Kedrick Harper, who had the interception last week, in to create that turnover. Yeah, with 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this first half, this defense for Pleasant Grove definitely is going to have to stiffen up and just either score themselves or just somehow will the offense to be able to get into the end zone before the end of the half.
Cuff hands it off to Dowden. Dowden's working up the middle of the formation up to the 40-yard line. Gained about 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 6.
Yeah, just runs right into the meat of the Pleasant Grove Hawk defense, but was able to get about a 5-yard gain there.
Second down, clock is running, 4:51 left in the first half. Cuff fakes the handoff, looking to throw deep. That was intended for Braden Manning. Goes right through his hands. Good defensive coverage on that one.
Yeah, R.J. Collins there for the defensive play. May have had a step on him at about the 45-yard line, but was easily able to catch back up and create a disturbance for him to drop that ball.
Cuff would probably like to have that one back. He probably hung it just a little bit. Gave the defender time to catch back up. It's 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Cuff fakes the toss, gives the inside handoff to number 21, Kadarius Matlock, and he breaks it for the first down. He's going to get pushed out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Caden McFadden making another stop tonight, forcing him out of bounds.
Make that out of bounds at the 48-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
He takes it for Carthage. First down.
Cuff fakes the handoff. He's looking deep once again. He's got number 13, Montrell Hatton. And Hatton makes the catch.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove with 2 defenders back there. R.J. Collins with the responsibility, but was just able to get out-jumped. Xavier Johnson coming across to make sure that he doesn't advance the ball.
Hatton is shaken up on the play. He came over to the sideline hobbling and went straight to the ground. The trainers are looking at him now. We hope he's going to be okay. Cuff hands it off. Kind of a jet sweep play around the left side, and it's going to be taken down near the goal line. I'm looking for a signal. I thought he got in, but I haven't seen a signal. I guess he's a little short.
Yeah, that was Braden Manning who basically took that jet sweep all the way across the field. Just comes up short.
Well, the kicker's going out on the field, though, like they're kicking an extra point. We never saw a signal.
A touchdown it is then.
The 4th down marker is on the sideline. And the points are on the scoreboard.
Well, that makes Carthage scoring with 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in this second half.
Madrano's point after is good. So the Bulldogs roll out to a 24-0 lead with 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Welcome back to playoff football. We're at 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. Carthage Bulldogs have just scored once again to take a 24-0 lead over the Hawks. Kickoff is taken inside the 5-yard line and brought out just short of the 20-yard line. The Hawks will begin what will probably be the last possession of this first half.
When the small victories are going to have to start occurring for Pleasant Grove to be able to claw their way back into making this a game, but I can assure you Coach Surratt's not going to just let them do that.
No, for sure, he's not going to let them do that, but he's also, the way this game's rolling right now, will probably be putting some subs in the second half and protecting his guys for the rest of their playoff run.
Yeah, one of the stats that I was hoping to break that I saw this year, or so far this year, is Connor Cuff has yet to play in the fourth quarter since they played Kilgore, which I believe was their first game. I was really hoping to see him in the fourth quarter tonight. That means that we would have had a close game.
Didn't see what the penalty was, but the Bulldogs are going to re-kick. Kickoff's going to be taken by Jalen Boardley inside the 5-yard line. He's out to the 15, the 20, the 25, 30. He's got a little seam. He's making some good ground for the Hawks past the 45-yard line, about the 47. Best return of the night so far for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Samad Williams grabbing him up top and then just taking him towards the sideline. Boardley giving Pleasant Grove great field. advantage here against Carthage with this offensive series.
So 3:22 left.
Tedrick Pippin's down here at the bottom of the screen.
It's a handoff to Jaden Stewart. He's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped for a loss. They're actually going to stop him at the line of scrimmage for just a no gain. 2nd down.
Yeah, the offensive line for Pleasant Grove is definitely very porous tonight.
Well, and that's been the struggle for them, all year. You want to see these guys take a big step, and hadn't happened so far. So once again, met behind the line of scrimmage and dropped for, met at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. But even as we say that, it's not all just what are the struggles of the Hawk offensive line. The Carthage D-line is fantastic. So you can't take that away from them at all.
Yeah, no doubt, and there's a reason why they're only giving up 10 points a game this year.
Carter Johnson throws it out to Torian Phillips. He's going to take it down inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, good positive play there. Samad Williams there for this stop to keep him out of possibly the end zone. That takes us just under 2 minutes where we have a rolling clock of 1 minute and 51 seconds. Pleasant Grove approaches the line. Akari breaks this one free. He's going to take it in the end zone, but there are 2 flags on the ground back around the 40 and the 35-yard line. Yeah, great moves for Akari, but this one may be coming back.
No, it is against the Bulldogs. That's a touchdown, Hawks.
Well, an incredible run there by Akari Johnson, who just followed the holes that he could find and then just did a little bumper car action.
I never saw the white hat signal the penalty, so I'm not sure what it was, but glad it was there.
I think it was a low block.
Caleb Jones in to kick the extra point off the hold from Jackson Gibson. And the point after is good. So the Hawks end the first half in a very positive way, at least up to this point. As the Bulldogs take a 24-7 lead, the Hawks have responded.
Yeah, good to see the response for the Pleasant Grove offense. And just a question of, can this defense hold Carthage and possibly give the offense another opportunity just before the half, even though it is only 1 minute and 39 seconds, just to try to make this a 2-score game.
Jay, honestly, as we talk about this, and I'm trying not to be a homer as we announce for Pleasant Grove, and so I find myself really watching Carthage, and they're a great team. I mean, just full of really good athletes. And so more than being a homer for Pleasant Grove, I just want to talk in awe of how good these guys are. Patty, man, he's just got legs for days. Dowden is phenomenal. First step is a big burst, and he is gone. So I'm just impressed by this Carthage team.
Well, in regards to teams themselves that have faced Pleasant Grove, I'd say within the last 6 to 7 years, it's by far the best team I've seen.
So the onside kick is recovered by the Bulldogs. They'll take possession of this at about the 28 or 29-yard line with 1 minute 39 left in the first half.
Yeah, good execution on the actual kick itself, but Carthage definitely having their hands team on the field.
The best case scenario here for the Hawks is just to end this first half with the score exactly like it is. If you're Scott Surratt, you want to hang another one real quick right here and kind of go in with all the momentum on your side. So it'll be interesting to see, does Coach Surratt grind it out here, or does he take a shot downfield?
Well, Kari Johnson is down here at the bottom of the screen to provide some protection for the Hawks. The deep pass.
Cuff keeps it this time. He's going to run up the left side. He's going to be taken out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Second down for Carthage.
Yeah, Cuff not necessarily known to just pick the ball up and run, but last week he did have a season-high 9 attempts with 40 yards. So not necessarily new for him, but just something that he just doesn't do very often.
Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. It's at minute 33 left right now. Bulldogs are moving the formation around a little bit. Cuff throws a screen out, and it falls incomplete. If that would have been completed, he had some space in front of him. I think he might have had a little bit too much mustard on that throw for a screen pass.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler almost had his jersey pulled off of him right in front of the white hat, so I'm not sure how that holding call was missed, but he actually had to leave the field to have his jersey put back on his shoulder pads.
So third down, about 5. Ball at the 34-yard line. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass, so it's a minute 28 left in the first half. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout.
We will take a Texas A&M Texarkana timeout ourselves, and we'll be back here shortly.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For schedule information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
And we are back to playoff football. Carthage has the ball right now at the 34-yard line. It's third down, about 5 yards to go. A minute 28 left in the first half, and they have a 24-7 lead over the Hawks. To this point, it's been really mostly all Carthage. Hawks finally responded on that last possession, got a really good run out of Kari Johnson.
Yeah, the offensive efficiency that Carthage has shown tonight has just been impressive.
The efficiency, the number of weapons they have. There's multiple guys. You want to get the ball in their hands, and they all do a good job when they have it. Cuffs in the shotgun. Matlock in the backfield with him. 3 receivers low, 1 high. Looking at a sideline to get a play, changing it up a little bit. Cuff's going to run. He's going to get the first down, but just barely.
Yeah, he meets Caden McFadden there for the stop, but not until he does advance those chains for a first down.
Clock is running, minute 14, clock is running. Bulldogs are working from the line, no huddle. Quarterback keeper design plays, tripped up a little bit and stumbles, but still gets good yards, stays in bounds, so the clock's still running.
Yeah, Logan Holt able to trip him up before he's able to get the first down.
Bulldogs don't have any timeouts left. So you would expect they will take a shot or two.
And Ty Boozer and Akari Johnson here at the bottom. Backed up by Xavier Johnson on that deep pass. Bordley's
Cuff
beat.
throws it over the top. That's to Patty. Hit him in the hands. Falls incomplete. Good defensive play there by number 9, Xavier Johnson.
Yeah, comes across once the ball's tipped. Just puts a good hit on him. Unable to come down with the ball.
Like some words being exchanged there between Xavier and Patty. I don't know if that's trash talk or if, hey, respect for each other. Good play. Yeah, I hope it's the latter.
Yeah, Patty just very, very quick down the field. Pressure.
Yeah, pressure on Cuff, and the ball is thrown down incomplete. Just threw it away.
Yeah, Spivey comes off the edge and just forces a quick throw by Cuff. It's just something we haven't seen tonight very much from Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, that was the first time that I can remember that they really sent somebody intentionally. We see that a lot when Corbin Franklin's on the field, and that may be something that's hurting us right now, not having him.
Well, and one surprise that I've noticed, probably about 8 minutes ago, really haven't seen much use of Lance Jackson on the defense either.
Cuff's going to throw it deep. He's got Patty, and Patty's got wheels. That's Xavier Johnson was there. Flag is thrown on the play, so we're going to get a pass interference call. It's a matter of who it's going to get called on. 8 seconds left. Offensive pass interference is called on Patty. So the ball will go over to the Hawks with 8 seconds left in the first half. And Josh Gibson will either try to take a shot deep and just see if he can get lucky or take a knee.
Well, once again, as a fan, I hope they've got one play dialed up for a 45-yard pass play. You'd have to assume that there's going to have to be some athleticism after the catch, because I do not think Akari's got the arm to get it in the end zone, but I could be surprised.
Well, I'd expect the Bulldogs right here to pin their ears back and come after him, not even give him a chance. Looks like the Hawks are going to take a timeout now with 8 seconds left in the first half.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Well, welcome back to the end of the first half of regional finals between the Carthage Bulldogs, Pleasant Grove Hawks. We have 8 seconds remaining in this first half. The Hawks just finally got a defensive stop and gained possession of the ball at the 45-yard line. And we get to see what they're going to do with just 8 seconds. They have one timeout left. Johnson was rolling right, looking to throw, threw it out of bounds. I'm surprised the Hawks didn't get a holding call right there. We have a Bulldog down.
Yeah, number 7, Kedrick Harper down, possibly, and hopefully it's just a leg cramp. That's what it looks like. The players are trying to straighten his leg out. Was pointed out by our producer where he recognized that Lance Jackson is actually in street clothes across the field. Unsure when that decision was made to hold him out, but that's definitely going to be one of the reasons why this Pleasant Grove defense is going to have some struggles tonight with him and Corbin both being out.
Yeah, I'm wondering what happened to him as well. I've watched the practices this week on Huddle, and if I'm not mistaken, he was in practice every day this week.
Yeah, that is missing 61 tackles for him, and I think well over 100 for Corbin. So that's 170 tackles that have not.
Johnson looking to throw. Just throws it up in the air. It does get in the end zone, Jay Davis. And falls incomplete.
Great arm. It does look like it was a shoulder injury on the third play is what I've being shared for Lance Jackson. But Pleasant Grove goes in down 7-24 to the Carthage Bulldogs. So it's time for halftime speeches to get these Hawks back into the game. But Carthage will be taking the opening kickoff in the second half.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents, for the first half of your halftime entertainment, the award-winning Pleasant Grove Pride in Motion Band. The Pride in Motion Band is led on the field by senior drum majors Maggie Parker and Miguel Rodriguez. Color guard captains are senior Hannah Prine and junior Missy Pick. Tonight, the band will begin their performance by featuring their award-winning color guard with Land of a Thousand Dances. Up next, the band will be performing the opener from their 2022 competition show, Lost. And now, Hawk fans, get on your feet for the Pleasant Grove fight song.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pride in Motion Band is under the direction of Jay Sutton, assisted by Jody Digby, Anna Sutton, and Kevin Sutton. We would like to thank the Pleasant Grove Band Booster Club, our administration, and our incredible school board for the continued support of our program. Go Hawks!
Bye-bye. You look like you're getting taller.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 10th line of the Bulldog Bells. Tonight, your bells are led onto the field by Lieutenant Tracy Cottrell, Lieutenant Julia Smithers, Lieutenant Carla Montez, First Lieutenant Sidney Robbins, and Captain Robin Lewis. Bell Social Officers are Elizabeth Gonzalez, Lead Social Kenneth Cordray, and Line Sergeant Connie Goss. The Bell of the Week is Mercedes Anderson. Tonight, the Bulldog Bells will be performing the ladder routine to Fa La 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 La. are under the direction of Mrs. Emily Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Elaine Grogan, Carthage Independent School District proudly presents the pride of Panola County, the 2022-2023 award-winning Carthage High School Battlin' Bulldog Band. The majorettes are led onto the field by captains Addison Brady and Tamia Sigler. The flags are led onto the field by captains Elaine Grogan and Shelby Finley. Sit back and enjoy the auxiliary line as they perform to the classic hit CC Rider, a la Elvis style. The auxiliary is under the direction of Mrs. Wendy Tate. The Battlin' Bulldog Band's performance now continues with a new playoff routine to Triumph Fanfare by Robert Smith and then Basses by G.H. Huppa. All right, Bulldog fans, let's hear it for our battling Bulldogs. The 2022-2023 officers are President, Elaine Grogan, Vice President, Davion Wallace, Historian, Julia Smithers, Chaplain, Lucius Escobedo, Floating Crew Captain, Abby Hasso, Uniform Crew Captain, Leland Mosby, Copy Crew Captain, Kendall Tinkle, Instrument Crew Captain, Lucius Escobedo, Drum Major, Elaine Grogan. The Carthage High School Principal is Mr. Justin Smith. The Superintendent of Carthage Schools is Mr. Jared Bitter. The Carthage High School Battling Bulldog Band is under the direction of Nicholas Durham, John Dubnik, Jacob Laster, and Tyler Otan.
Welcome back for the second half of regional final football between the Carthage Bulldogs and Pleasant Grove Hawks. The Carthage Bulldogs come back into this half with a 24-7 lead over the Hawks and have been pretty dominant in the first half. The Hawks were able to respond one time. Of course, the Bulldogs will get the ball back to begin this second half, and the Hawks need to find a way to stop to get this one started. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on what we saw the first time around?
Well, I've been very, very impressed by the Carthage offense, and I shared this, just their offensive efficiency, being able to score almost every time they touch the ball, and just the Pleasant Grove offense, not being able to answer except for the one time, towards the end of the second quarter. Pleasant Grove's going to have to make a quick stop here. You and I discussed this a little bit during the halftime show, but the Hawks are going to have to summon the same spirit they had back in 2018 when they came back from being behind by 21 against Liberty Alo, where they won that game 35-28. But we're not playing Liberty Alo tonight.
Nope, not even a little bit. The Hawks did a pooch kick over to the left side of the field. I can't tell if that's Patty maybe. I think that's Patty that received it and brought it out to about the 35-yard line, where the Bulldogs will begin this first possession of the second half.
Yeah, Brett Spivey there to make the tackle to keep that to just at the 35-yard line, where Connor Cuff will take over and begin this second half.
So Cuff's under center, two receivers high on the formation, and one man in the backfield. Maybe making some changes here. It's a handoff. Can't see that number, probably Dowden. But he just barrels ahead for a 5-yard gain. Brings the ball out to the 40-yard line to make it second down. Correction, that's not Dowden, that's Matlock.
Yeah, Jalen Foster there on the tackle with a little help from Victor Shaw. Yeah, Carthage is going to come out here fresh. I think they only have one player that plays both ways.
Manning's high in the formation at the top as a wideout. We tried to get him involved in the late second quarter of the game.
Yeah, Matlock just powering through the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Helmet comes off. Looks like we may have a Carthage Bulldog down, though. And during this injury stoppage, definitely want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be able to stream these games all year long. Texarkana Emergency Center, State Bank, Greg Orr, and Ro Casa. Definitely thank them and the many sponsors that you're also seeing on the screen tonight.
I believe that injured Bulldog is number 82, Ricky Smith. They do have him sitting up now. So that's good to see. And getting up on his feet. A lot of competitiveness on the field, probably a lot of trash talk and smack talk too, but we don't want to see anybody get seriously injured or have anything bad happen, so glad he's walking off.
First down.
Bulldogs have the ball at the 43-yard line, first down, 10:47 left in the third quarter. Patty up high and looks like single coverage up there for him. It's a handoff by the Bulldogs. It didn't make that number.
I believe that was Jalen Bordley. Actually, I believe that was Jamon Wheeler that made that stop.
Second down and 8. It's a toss to number 23, Kelvin Edwards. Edwards is a freshman running back, so Bulldogs are already making some substitutions.
Yeah, Caden McFadden, the first Hawk there with Victor Shaw putting the last pressure to keep that 3rd and about 7.
Third down and long for the Bulldogs. We've seen that swing pass out in the flat several times tonight.
Kari down here one-on-one against Noah Patty.
Looking for a deep ball. Man, it open across the middle, but the ball's just a little bit out of reach. Falls incomplete to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Torian Phillips slipped there and just gave a short window of the Carthage receiver being open there, but just thrown outside of his reach.
Bulldogs are kind of in that no man's land of kicking a field goal and punting, so they're going for it on 4th down.
The big 4th down here for the Pleasant Grove defense.
Cuff looking to throw. He's got the man with the out route. That's Patty, and Patty makes the catch, but he's brought out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it. Looks like he's going to have it. First down, Bulldogs.
That just goes back to that relationship that Connor Cuff was talking about. Patty knowing exactly where he needed to be, Cuff knowing exactly where he wanted him to be, and just throwing it there for the first down.
Cuffs gives it to Edwards, getting the freshman running back. Looked like the turf monster got him and brought him down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Jamon Wheeler was the nearest Hawk, so we'll give him the tackle.
Second down and 10. 8:52 left in the third quarter. Clock is running.
And Cash Courtney lost his helmet, so he came off the field. So Zane Schumacher is coming in, getting that line spot. Takes us to 8 minutes and 32 seconds and counting. Looks like we are going to have a timeout by Carthage. So we will take a Texas A&M Texarkana timeout.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For schedule information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
Welcome back from the break with 8:31 left in the third quarter. And over the Hawks, the Bulldogs have the ball at the 33-yard line. It's second down and 10. They'll be coming out of a timeout right now.
See what type of play coach has dialed up here after a timeout.
Cuffing the shotgun, high snap, but he handles it. He's throwing a deep ball, got a man open. Ball falls incomplete. Bulldog fans are probably rightly so, wanting a flag right there, but it didn't get it. I'll say this for the officiating crew. Somebody just texted me now, even as we're sitting here working the game, and said, what do I think about the officiating crew? You know, they've made some calls for both sides. They've missed some calls for both sides. I think they're just letting them play. And personally, I like that. Let them play.
I agree with that comment there. You never want to think that the Zebras impacted a game, and definitely can say that tonight's game's not being impacted by any call of theirs.
Oh, Cuff got the little swing route to Kadarius Matlock. It's kind of a little sneak play. They had an outside receiver that ran a fast slant route that took the corner with him, left the right flat completely open for the running back to sneak out there. Well designed and well executed play.
Yeah, that would explain why Connor Cuff definitely has more than 3,000 yards passing so far this year. Definitely.
Yeah, the yards that his, especially running backs, have gotten after the catch have been really good for him. That's Matlock barreling right up the middle down to about the 1 yard line.
Xavier Johnson there to stop him just before getting into the end zone, where we'll have a 1st and goal for Carthage at the 2.
Stop made by Johnson. It's 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
Don't see any reason that the Bulldogs will do something fancy right here. Just hand it to somebody in the backfield. It's exactly what they do, and Matlock takes it into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. If you're a Bulldog fan, that's how you want to start the second half. Come out of halftime and take it right into the end zone, the length of the field.
Yeah, Carthage continuing not to show any problems being able to advance the ball. Pleasant Grove defense just continuing to show some struggles there, allowing Carthage to get on the board once again.
So the point after is good with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. The Bulldogs have a 31-7 lead over the Hawks.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to the regional final game between Carthage and Pleasant Grove. We have 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Carthage has just scored to make the score 31-7. We have the kickoff to the Hawks taken inside the 5 yard line, brought out to maybe the 12 or 13 yard line. That's where the Hawks will begin this next possession. Well, Jay, there's no doubt that barring some miracle, I mean, obviously the Bulldogs are dominating this game. The Hawks are trying to hang in there. What the Hawks need to do right now, I think, is play for pride and play for thinking about next season. This year is one of the smaller senior classes that the Hawks have, so the huge majority of this team is coming back next year, and you want to get some really good reps out of this and finish well.
Yeah, penalty play on that for the Hawks. But, yeah, I believe there's going to be 18 returning starters for Pleasant Grove next year, and many of them ones that have been impactful this season. And one being number 40, who we unfortunately did see in street clothes, who was hurt at the beginning of this game, Lance Jackson.
Carter Johnson takes the snap. He's rolling to the left, and he really has nowhere to go at all. No protection.
Yeah, R.J. Collins and Torian Phillips both covered very well by this Carthage defensive backfield. Just not giving Akari anywhere to throw.
Johnson takes this snap, decides just to run it, and brings it out past the 10, about the 13, back near the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 11.
Yeah, the offensive line is just going to need to give a little more time for Akari to be able to find an open receiver, and the receivers just do a little bit better job of getting some separation.
Johnson rolling right, looking to throw. I'm not sure who he was throwing it to or if he was throwing it out of bounds. There was nobody over there.
Yeah, brings up the 4th down punting team for Pleasant Grove. So looking at Cade Martin trying to put the ball on the other end of the field for the Pleasant Grove defense to take over.
Martin's punt hits the ground at the 50, but takes a really good Hawk roll down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line.
So almost a 60-yard punt. Does sort of turn the field for the Pleasant Grove defense to allow Carthage to take over inside their own 30-yard line.
That last possession, we saw a couple of subs for the Bulldogs, so I would expect we will probably see some more in this possession. Cuff gives it to the freshman running back, Kelvin Edwards. Edwards barreled forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain to make it 2nd down. They're going to spot the ball at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Cade Martin, one of the Pleasant Grove Hawks, coming in to help make that stop.
Martin Jones on the stop.
Cuff hands it off to Edwards once again, and he is broken free. He got a block downfield, and Akari Johnson's able to make the tackle.
Yeah, Akari Johnson comes off of his block, able to save that touchdown run.
For another Carthage, 1st down.
Bulldogs came right to the line of scrimmage. No huddle, no looking to the sideline for a play. There's that little swing route again. That was Braden Manning, number 88, with the reception. He's pushed out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, just tiptoes the sideline and almost enough for the first down, but looks like it's going to be about 2 yards short.
Kadarius Matlock comes back into the game at running back for the Bulldogs. That's a Bulldog first down as the ball is moved inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Jamon Wheeler there for the stop, but does take a shot to the chest.
And that's another Carthage. First down.
Looks like we are going to see a timeout by the Pleasant Grove Hawks, so we'll take a quick commercial break.
Here at Texarkana College, it is our mission to advance.
All right, let's get real. We do things differently at Texarkana College. We understand the real world and we know how to prepare our students. Whether you're starting right out of high school or starting over, there is something for everyone at Texarkana College. Learn more at texarkanacollege.edu.
Here at
Welcome back for the break. We have 4:36 left in the third quarter with the Bulldogs having a 31-7 lead over the Hawks. Ball's placed down at the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs have a first down on this possession.
Yeah, Carthage just continues to be the real deal on offense, and even more impressive, this defense is just not allowing Pleasant Grove to move the ball at all, holding them just to 7 points in the first half.
Matlock is hammered in the backfield but spins off of it. Got back close to the line of scrimmage before he's hit a second time and brought down.
Yeah, one of the few times that we've been able to touch a Carthage back in the backfield, Logan Holt definitely lays a good hit on the running back. Be able to put the chains at 2nd and 11.
Matlock carries straight up the middle of the field. The ball comes out. It is picked up by a Bulldog on a scoop and run. Is advanced down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Caden McFadden did a good job punching that ball out of the Carthage running back's hands, but it went directly into another Carthage speedster.
Got another Carthage helmet that's come off. I don't know if we need new chin straps or what, but I think that's the third one that's come off.
And that is Patty, whose helmet came off, and I believe that is who was able to advance the ball to the Pleasant Grove 12-yard line. You know, we talk about the ball bouncing correctly for you. That definitely did for Patty there.
Handoff, I think that was Edwards on that carry.
Yeah, Victor Shaw wrapping up low there. A little help by Cade Martin.
Bulldogs are going very slow and methodical on this drive, taking a lot of clock. I think there's probably two different things going on there. One, it's eat the clock up so they don't get their players hurt as they make the rest of this playoff run. But I do think there's a good respect between the two teams, and I don't think Coach Surratt's looking to run the score up just for the fun of it. Cuff's pass thrown into the end zone, and it's broken up and falls incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there by the Pleasant Grove Hawks, and being able to break that up and come across behind him was Xavier Johnson to knock that ball away.
It's going to bring up a third down and about 7. Matlock moved over into like a wing-back position, throwing a jump ball over to the left side. That was intended for Braden Manning, but it was overthrown and falls incomplete.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove playing some press coverage there, just not allowing him to get down the field where Cuff assumed where his player would be.
I think Manning just told the Hawk defender that you're about to go to basketball season. Looked like he did a jump shot right there. So there's obviously some smack talking going out there.
When the head coach for the basketball team may be the only Hawk that would have some semblance of appreciation after tonight's game, because he'll probably gain a few starters. So after this timeout, we'll join them. Be right back.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For scheduled information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Welcome back to playoff football. We're in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left as the Bulldogs have a 31-7 lead over the Hawks. They have the ball at the 9-yard line. It's 4th down. They can get a first down without scoring. Let's see if the Hawks can get a stop here. Cuff throws the little wheel route out to number 21, Kadarius Matlock, and he is stopped.
Yeah, I believe that was Collins there on the stop. So a turnover on downs where Pleasant Grove will take over with 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Johnson handed off. I believe that's Bordley on the carry. Takes it out either near the first down. They say he's got it. First down, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Bordley finds the hole and just is able to carry a few Bulldogs along with him. Basically a 10 or 11-yard rush for Bordley there. Design run for Akari Johnson, tackled by number 72 before he's able to get a first down there. So Braylon Allison looks like Xavier Johnson is down with an injury.
He must have a cramp the way they're doing him. One thing about Ms. Bridges, she doesn't play with our players, man. She tells them, get up.
Yeah, with as muggy as tonight's been, I've actually been surprised. We've really only seen 2 players, that have stayed on the field with cramp issues. We're hoping that's what it is and not lower ankle. Yeah, Xavier Johnson is definitely going to be one of the players that Hawks are going to be looking to lean on next year, as he's only a junior this year.
So as we come back from the injury, the Hawks have it second down. 1, 2, 3, about 4 yards to go. Minute 28 left in the quarter. We've got more flags. It's going to be a false start against the Hawks.
Yeah, design run for Akari Johnson, but false start on the. So not able to get the all players set before the snap. Backs it up for Pleasant Grove.
Makes it second down and 9. Johnson fakes the toss, comes back up the middle, finds a little seam, and has got a Pleasant Grove first down.
Yeah, tough running there by Akari Johnson, just able to muster enough strength to be able to pull and push his way to a first down. Majay Lewis, one of the Carthage Bulldogs there for the stop.
And he picks up the Hawks. First down.
Johnson hands off. I believe that was R.J. Collins.
Yeah, bounced off a Carthage player and was able to get another yard or so.
Hey, I want to give a shout out tonight to a former Hawk from the 2017 state championship. TJ Cole has been nominated as the Division II Player of the Year for college football, and he is now a finalist for that award. He's down to the top 9 players in the country. TJ's a quality young man and a great football player.
Well deserved.
Akari Johnson's rolling and scrambling, just throws a jump ball, and it is caught. That is the punter, Cade Martin, playing tight end, makes it down inside the 45-yard line for a Pleasant Grove first down.
Yeah, Cade Martin, one of the players that's been tapped to take on some of Lance Jackson's role into this offense. Didn't realize he had hands and a foot.
Yeah, Cade's a catcher on the Pleasant Grove baseball team. He's a pretty good all-around athlete.
Well, we are now down to the last 12 minutes of this playoff game where Carthage is leading 31-7.
Welcome back from that quarter break as we begin the fourth quarter. Bulldogs have a 31-7 lead over the Pleasant Grove Hawks, but Pleasant Grove just had a big reception for a first down. Kari Johnson passes the ball out to the left side. It is complete. Let's see if they'll give him the first or is he just short. I think they're marking him. Nope, they're giving it to him. First down, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Ty Boozer there with the catch there for the first down. Pleasant Grove able to move the ball the past couple of series here.
And that's a Hawks first down.
Johnson hands it off to Jaden Stewart, who barrels up the middle to get a couple of yards. It's going to be second down and about 7 or 8.
Yeah, the plays moving forward for Pleasant Grove, you're just looking for positive plays and to be able to allow these seniors to go out strong and just allow these underclassmen to continue to get better. You know, it's been fun watching this Pleasant Grove Hawk, offense develop this year. This Carthage defense has just been the real deal.
Looked like that might have been a busted play, but Akari Johnson still made something out of it. He made his way up the left side. It's going to be just a couple yards short of a first down.
It looked like Victor Shaw a little slow to get up there, but he is on his feet. Yeah, Kari's just a special athlete. Fun to watch, good smile.
Johnson rolling right, looking to throw. Caught by Caden McFadden down to the 5-yard line. I was watching number 59, the O-lineman for the Grove. Let me see who that is. 59, Caden Allen was rolling over somebody in a red jersey.
Yeah, McFadden makes a great catch there. Tries to get it into the end zone, but just not able to stay in bounds. Took a pretty good hit from the Carthage Bulldog. Going to head to the sideline allow that ankle to rest a little bit. With 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this last quarter of the game.
There's some substitutes in for the Carthage defense right now, but the fans are wanting to see that second defense keep the Hawks out of the end zone right here. Johnson fakes the handoff. He's rolling left. There's nobody there, so he's trying to go inside the 5, or at the 5.
Yeah, it looks like he does get it back to the original line of scrimmage. Carthage defensive backs just looked good with good coverage on the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Good pressure by Carthage.
Yeah, Carthage defensive backfield has done a good job of not letting the receivers get open all night. Johnson rolling right, looking for a seam. He's going to take it down to about the 2, maybe even the 1-yard line. It's going to be second and goal.
Yeah, Carthage defense still taking a bend, don't break mentality here this late into the game, even with some of their starters on the sideline.
Torian Phillips, R.J. Collins go to the top of the formation. Akari Johnson's got it, but he is brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, Carthage makes a great stop there, and number 72, Braylon Allison, just there to stop Akari from being able to score.
Yeah, I don't know where he came through the offensive line, but on the right side, just somebody opened the door and let him go. He actually caught Akari from the back. So it is 4th and goal. The ball is on the 2-yard line now. Johnson rolling. He just threw a jump ball, and it is caught for a Pleasant Grove touchdown.
Yeah, Victor Shaw being able to go up and high point that ball with plenty of Carthage Bulldogs around him to add 6 more points to the Pleasant Grove score. The extra point remaining, Pleasant Grove 13, Carthage 31.
Hawks are trying to run somebody out on the field. Apparently didn't have enough. Caleb Jones' point after is good. 7:55 left in the ball game. And the Bulldogs still have the 31-14 lead, but the Hawks got some pride points right there.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back from the break. Pleasant Grove just scored. Now the onside kick, but it is recovered by the Bulldogs. They'll take the ball about the 49-yard line with 7:55 remaining in the game.
Yeah, this may be the second game of the season that I guess Connor Cuff is going to come in during the fourth quarter. So a 3-possession game, and Coach Surratt decides to keep the starting quarterback on the field.
Well, and with that, we've got a Carthage timeout.
We will take a quick commercial break.
Here at Texarkana College, it is our mission to advance.
All right, let's get real. We do things differently at Texarkana College. We understand the real world, and we know how to prepare our students. Whether you're starting right out of high school or starting over, there is something for everyone at Texarkana College. Learn more at texarkanacollege.edu.
Welcome back from the timeout break. We have 7:55 left in the ball game, with the Bulldogs having a 31-14 lead over the Hawks. Pleasant Grove just did an onside kick where Carthage recovered at the 50-yard line, so they begin this possession right there. It's a handoff to Kadarius Matlock, and he has nothing but grass in front of him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, coming out of a timeout, have a 50-yard rushing TD. That is probably exactly what Coach Surratt had dialed up, and execution was 100% by Carthage. So Matlock with the 50-yard touchdown for Carthage.
Madrano's point after is good. That only took, what did it take? 10 seconds, 11 seconds off the clock. And the Bulldogs roll out to a 38-14 lead.
I continue to be impressed by this Carthage offense. Just being able to basically score at will against this Pleasant Grove Hawk defense, which they've been able to do all year long.
Yeah, my son was home for Thanksgiving holidays, and he had the fortune when he was in high school if he was on the 17, 18, 19 state championship teams. And the 18 year when they lost to Cuero, we were talking about it this past weekend, and I said, you can't even get mad about that. When a guy like Jordan Whittington just takes over, he's better, and you can't get mad about that. He just proved that he is better. You got to man up, accept it, tip your hat, and move on. And I feel like that about this game right now. Man, Carthage is the man. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Carthage is the man. And so I'm impressed with what they look like tonight. It is their state championship to give up if they choose to, but nobody's going to take it from them. I'd be really surprised.
No, this is definitely the best football team that I've seen face these Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Jaden Borley takes the kickoff. He receives it in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback, and it comes back out to the 25-yard line. The Hawks will begin this possession with 7:44 left in the ballgame. One of the things I think Carthage does really well in games like this, and they have a lot of these games through the course of their entire season, is getting young guys on the field in the second half and getting them a lot of experience, a lot of reps. That's invaluable.
Well, and Pleasant Grove has had the benefit that Carthage has had for 16 years now, and that's just a continued playoff runs where these younger players get this extra playing time.
Johnson throws it deep. He's got a man open, but a great defensive play by a Bulldog.
Yeah, Carthage able to tip that ball and allow the ball to hit the ground, but number 7 for Carthage making a great play on the ball. Kedrick Harper, who came up with a big interception last week and I believe has one here today already.
That was a pretty good ball by Akari Johnson. Just better defense by number 7. That was Kedrick Harper. Second down for the Grove. Johnson fakes the toss. Just does get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Quinn, it's been a privilege to be able to call these games for these Pleasant Grove Hawks this year, and definitely pleased to call them my alma mater, and wish them continued success as basketball season comes into play.
Johnson hands it to Jaden Stewart, and he just met in the backfield. And just the reality is the Hawk O-line just isn't able to handle the Bulldog D-line.
Yeah, brings on the punt team. Cade Martin asked to perform once again. Karen Rockmore back deep for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Martin's punt hit the ground about the 35-yard line and took a big Bulldog bounce all the way back to the 50. That's just one of those, nothing goes right for you, and even that happens.
Yeah, I don't know if the director of athletics for the UIL, Dr. Susan Elza, is in attendance tonight, but if she did bring those state championship rings, probably save some time and just go ahead and hand those out tonight.
Well, that wouldn't be near as much fun. They want to go play in Jerry World. That is number 23, Kelvin Edwards. He has already had a big night. He plans to finish it even bigger. Great run by that young man.
Yeah, the running backs for Carthage tonight have just been very, very impressive. Yeah, I don't recall a single tackle for loss when a running back had the ball tonight.
Yeah, I can only think of one time that they got hit in the backfield, and that young man spun off of it and got back at least to the line of scrimmage.
So 5:20 remaining in this game.
Edwards again trying to get around the left side. Doesn't make it this time. He's brought down at about the 6.
Yeah, Victor Shaw there with the stop.
We said this is a smaller senior class, but Victor Shaw is one of those seniors that will be leaving us this year. He's a UTSA commit. Appreciate what he's given to the program. R.J. Collins is another senior. Proud of him and what he's accomplished in Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, just continued tough running by Carthage. Kelvin Edwards in for the score. Yeah, there was a small part of me thinking that Pleasant Grove was going to be able to keep Carthage under their season average offensively, but Carthage continues to score.
That point after is good, and another Carthage helmet has come off. The 4:24 left in the ball game. Bulldogs roll out to a 45-14 lead over the Hawks. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back from the break, where the Carthage Bulldogs have just scored again to make it 45-14 with 4:24 left in the ball game, and they'll be kicking off to the Hawks. While they're doing that real quickly, I want to recognize some seniors: Jaden Stewart, Russell Collins, Corbin Franklin, Joseph Etheridge, Brett Spivey, Evan Dameron, Logan Holt, Coy Martin, let's see, Anderson Black, Ethan Gardile, Matthew Thomas, Addison Bergen, Logan Knowles. All those guys are seniors in the Pleasant Grove program. We want to say thank you to those guys and to their families for all that they have meant to Pleasant Grove football, for all that they've given. We appreciate you guys. and hope for you the best in all that your future holds. Corey Johnson's rolling right. He wants to throw, and again, nothing there for him, so he just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, this senior class definitely is continuing the legacy that has been put in place over the last, 9 years since, Josh Gibson has become the head coach of Pleasant Grove, and, just the will to win and be able to extend these seasons just is becoming impressive, and just allows these underclassmen to experience just a few more games to get that much better, because when you've got teams like Carthage and Gilmer that you know that you're going to face in the playoffs, you've got to be able to put together these good teams.
Johnson throws out in the flat to Jaden Stewart. The catch is made, but he only gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a third down for Pleasant Grove with 4 minutes left in this regional final ball game. Yeah, Jay, you were saying earlier about how privileged you are to get to be a part of Pleasant Grove and being an alumni, and I would say the same thing. We've only lived here 10 years, and I'm really honored to be a part of Pleasant Grove and all that it entails, not just football and not just sports, but everything about it. You get on message boards and apps, and you always got some fans that are given a bad representation of your school and your program, and that's true for every school out there. Every school's got bad fans, and every school's got good fans, and I'm fortunate to get to be a part of all the really good things that happen at Pleasant Grove, and I'm glad they allow me that privilege.
Well, Kari's shaking up there just a little bit, but stays on the field where Pleasant Grove is going to punt the ball once again to the Carthage Bulldogs. Kari does make it off the field.
The Cade Martin's punt goes down to about the 26-yard line, and it is touched as down by a freshman, Buck Anderson. The Bulldogs have come out to take this possession with 3:19 remaining in the game. I don't expect for a second that Scott Surratt's going to sit on the ball and grind it out. He's going to tell these young backups, if you get a chance to score, go get it. It's an off-tackle run, handoff to the left side. Positive yards for the Bulldogs, gain of about 2, maybe 3, second down.
Yeah, Victor Shaw there for another tackle for him. Keep that to a short gain.
That snap kind of went to the left, and quarterback did a great job of corralling it and actually getting it back to the running back.
Yeah, Jalen Borley had a good read there and was able to tackle him for a loss.
It's going to be third and about 9. 2 minutes, about 10 seconds left in the game. To give up the right side. It's pushed out of bounds near the 34. I believe that brings up third down. That's correct. Third down. No, fourth down. Minute 29, clock is still running. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to punt for the first time. Number 88, Braden Manning, is coming on to do the punting duties. Jalen Borley drops back for the Hawks to receive. Kind of a low line drive punt. Thought I heard a whistle. Flag was on Carthage, so it was a 5-yard penalty. Play the down over. Minute 4 left. Manning's punt goes down to 35 and rolls. It's going to go out of bounds about the 22-yard line. So the Hawks will take the ball back with 55 seconds left in the game.
Well, Carthage will continue their season and I believe face Cuero next week.
Cuero won theirs today in overtime. I bet that was an exciting game. Johnson takes the ball, goes to hand it off. It's knocked out of his hands, picks up the fumble and brings it back out to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, looks like we'll have just 2 plays remaining until this game is over. And as far as the other games of importance, Glen Rose easily beats the Monaghan Lobos 62-14. And Cuero did beat Silsbee 58-56. And Wimberley is leading Lago Vista Vikings 35-24.
So Jalen Borley made the last offensive carry of the season for the Grove as the clock goes to 000 with the Carthage Bulldogs winning the regional championship 45-14 over the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Well, one of the phrases that you have said multiple times, as well as Coach Gibson, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, and tonight we played the best.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind, about that at all. Hats off to Carthage, like I was saying earlier about conversation with my son. You can't get mad about that. I mean, they're good, they're better than good, and you're not quite at that level yet, but you know what your goal is, and you can see what you're still working towards, and Hawks aren't going to hang their head. They're going to go back to work right now for next season. Most of this team is returning, and there will be some excitement for what the possibilities are for next year.
Yeah, Noah Patty definitely is the receiver that we expected to see. LaRadion Dowden, incredible. And then, just that defense just continues to stick out in my mind, to be able to hold so many teams under, 10, 11 points per game is just impressive.
Yeah, one of the things I love, the way they're going to wrap this up, well, I was told anyways, they're all going to gather up at the center of the field here. Just, again, big respect from both of these teams. They're going to gather up together and have a closing word, closing prayer, and I just think that's really cool.
And if you're needing a bright spot for Carthage, their number 23 running back is only a freshman.
And number, was it 21, is also a freshman that got some carries tonight, showed out a little bit.
Yeah, Kadari Matlock. Actually, 21's a junior, but they are definitely full at the running back role for even next year. But just Carthage is going to continue to be the leader out of Beast, Texas, until Pleasant Grove, Gilmer, Liberty Islo, somebody is going to eventually knock them off. But it may be a year or two.
For me, I just say hats off to the Bulldogs, man. Go get the ring. You deserve it. Get it and enjoy it.
Well, on behalf of Texarkana Game Day, myself, Jay Davis, and Quinn Stanfield, we thoroughly appreciate those that enjoyed the ride with us this year, and continued success to Pleasant Grove in all of their other endeavors for the remainder of this school year. And we look forward to be able to bring this back to you next year as we continue game day coverage by